Hello, hello, hello. I am Michelle Kellogg with Michelle Kellogg Fitness, and I got a text today asking, how do I find a yoga class? That's a pretty broad question, right? So I've been a yoga teacher for 9 years. I say a yoga teacher, let me rephrase that, because I really don't teach yoga that often. I more do a few private classes here and there, kind of as a special thank you for my local clients and my local customers and stuff. But I've been certified as a yoga teacher, 500-hour yoga certification for 9 years now. I've also been an online health and fitness coach for 7 of those 9 years, in addition to being a certified yoga teacher. So how do you find the yoga class that's right for you? First off, the first question is, what are your goals? We all have different reasons for wanting to get into yoga. For me, when I first started getting into yoga, it was to heal my body. I was had a lot of hip funk and a lot of pain. And I also thought, this is going to help me be able to handle the stress of my job better. It was to decrease stress. So those are very different goals than somebody who maybe wants to sweat during their class and get a good workout and maybe lose weight. Some people want to gain muscle. Some people just want that relaxation piece of it, the de-stress piece of it, maybe the meditation piece of it. So these are all different reasons. So the first question is, what do you want out of yoga? Then the next step is seeking that out. So here's the deal with yoga. If you have never done yoga, you are going to be confused and lost your first class, maybe your first several classes, and that's okay. That's okay. Your goal, your first few classes, is just to stay in the room. If it's a hot yoga class, your goal is just to stay in the room. Even if you're lying in Savasana, Savasana is the pose at the end where you lay flat and you're just laying there. If you're doing that the entire class in a hot yoga class and you make it through the whole class, give yourself a pat on the back, okay? So, what was I going with here? I already lost my train of thought. So different types of yoga classes, right? And your goals. So if you're a beginner and you're doing it more, and I don't want to be ageist here. Like if you're older and you're doing it more for just flexibility and, maybe your balance isn't too good or, stuff like that. Maybe you want to seek out beginner yoga classes. However, even if you're somebody really in shape, beginner classes and level 1 classes, I'd still get a great workout out of those, because if you're doing it correctly, you are going to feel it. It's actually a better place probably to learn your form and your alignment than going to a more advanced class and not having that alignment or form, and you're going to end up either A, injuring yourself, or B, you don't get as good of a workout as you could because you're not doing the poses correctly. So I would recommend starting with, maybe you're going to see some studios will label stuff beginner workout. Others may have like level 1, level 2, level 3, level 1 just being your beginner class. So I would recommend starting with a level 1 type of class or a beginner type of class. You could also look for things like gentle yoga, restorative yoga, or more obviously gentle, restorative, more healing type classes. If you're looking for that type, even your prenatal, even if you're not pregnant, it's okay. You can still take the prenatal type of yoga classes. So that would be if you're looking to de-stress even and just learn yoga. Next, if you want more of a power class, more of a workout, then look for like power yoga, vinyasa yoga. I'm trying to think what else. Those are typically the terms, right? And again, you start off with a level 1 power class or flow class. Maybe and like slow flow would be more of it'd be different than restorative or gentle. Slow flow would be probably a beginner flow class. So look for things like that if you're looking for more of a flow, more of a power type class, okay? Heat versus non-heat. Again, there's no right or wrong. Let me back up. Let me first say that no yoga class, like if you go to one yoga class and you hate it, don't be like, I'm not doing that again. Yoga is awful. There's so many varieties, so many different types of yoga. And then in addition, there's so many different, even like if you like Ashtanga based yoga, there's so many different types of instructors, even the way they instruct are different. So don't judge one class. Don't judge all of yoga based on one class. So be open to experimenting different classes at your yoga studio, different variety, and different studios too. So let me back up where I was and say hot yoga, right? So hot yoga, yes, it's hot. There's pros and cons to that. Some people love the heat. My body, I walk in there and I'm like, oh, my aches and pains just immediately melt and I feel so much better. Other people can't stand the heat. They're like, I can't breathe. And that's fine. There's no right or wrong. But the hot yoga allows your body to detox, and it allows your body to get into deeper stretches more quickly, whereas other classes you'll use your natural body weight to create that heat. And then there's some that do a nice combination, a nice marriage of the two, right? So if you want hot yoga, look for a hot yoga studio. When you call or you're asking questions, you can ask if their classes are heated or not. Then you have, what else was I going to say? I'm looking at, I have these little notes here, but they're not helping me much. Some classes have the same, like it's the same, like Bikram, it's the same 26 series of asanas. Every asana is a yoga pose, is the movement. Same 26 series every class you go to. No matter where you go, that Bikram series is the same class. So some classes may do the same exact routine, if you want to call it a routine, every single class. So some people they do that so you can really learn the form, the alignment, and you can see your progress from class to class. And the idea is to eventually get to the point where that flow, those 26 series, those 26 asanas so well, you're not thinking about it anymore. That your mind then can go to meditation, can go to a deeper place, okay? So that's the benefit of doing it the same every class being the same. It's a measurement, right? You can really work on that posture, that alignment, and learn it to where it becomes second nature. Other people get bored with it. They're like, oh, it's the same class every time, right? Then don't do that style. So this is a brief clip, a brief view that there's a lot out there. So how do you find the class for you? You just got to seek it out. You got to know if you're looking for restorative or power classes. Find a yoga studio, get their schedule, pick out, and you can talk to the front desk, talk to them and see, say this is what I'm looking for, and they can recommend a few classes for you. Try them out. If you like them, great. You can keep going. If you don't, try another studio. I've been doing this a long time now, and I can walk into a yoga studio and I can kind of tell just the vibe if it's going to be a studio that is a jibe for me. So I am a Christian. I do teach and practice Christ-based yoga, and I can definitely tell when I walk into a studio, because I've been doing this longer. I can pick up that vibe if they're Christian-based or not. So that would be another thing. Like if it just doesn't feel right to you, if the people are rude to you or whatever, find another one. There's plenty of options. We even have an online option as well. There's actually, if you're interested in that, a 3 weeks where it teaches you the foundation of yoga. It's designed to get you comfortable to go into a yoga studio and feel comfortable. So it's just to get you comfortable with the basics of yoga, the foundation of yoga. So if that's something that interests you as well, let me know. I can hook you up with that as well. So that's it, guys. Have an amazing rest of the day. God bless. And I hope this helped. If you have any questions, don't be shy to reach out. You can find me at Michelle Kellogg Fitness, MichelleKelloggFitness.com. So God bless. Bye, guys.